Many adults over the age of 60 assume that weak ankles are just a normal part of getting older. But what doctors observe every day tells a very different story. Ankles usually don't give out while you're already walking. They fail in the split second before the first step even happens. That's why simply walking more often doesn't solve the problem and, for many seniors, actually increases the risk. Before your foot ever leaves the ground, your ankles must sense position, stabilize your body, and accept your full weight. Most older adults never train that moment at all. In this video, you'll learn 3 simple chair-based exercises that doctors and physical therapists use to strengthen weak ankles before walking begins, helping reduce fall risk after 60. We're starting with exercise number 3, the seated toe pullback. Not because it looks impressive, but because it rebuilds a connection most people don't realize they're quietly losing with age. Here's something critical to understand. Balance doesn't begin at the hips, and it doesn't start at the knees. It starts at the ankles, specifically the small muscles along the front of your lower leg that lift your toes. After 60, these muscles weaken gradually and silently. As they weaken, the communication between your feet and your brain slows down. That delay is one of the earliest and most overlooked contributors to falls. That's why so many seniors say, "I didn't trip on anything. My foot just didn't lift." That isn't clumsiness. It's a breakdown in ankle signaling. Walking doesn't repair this problem. During walking, the foot naturally drops forward, and the toe-lifting muscles barely activate. They aren't challenged slowly or deliberately, and they never regain control. A 2020 Harvard Medical School review examined ankle response timing in adults over 65. Researchers found that delayed toe lift activation was strongly associated with trip-related falls, even among seniors who walked daily. In simple terms, people were active, but still unstable. That's the gap this exercise addresses. Before we move on, quick check-in. If this explanation is changing how you think about balance, tap the like button so more seniors can find this video. And let us know in the comments your age and where you're watching from, we read every one. Now, here's why the seated toe pullback is so effective. When you pull your toes back toward your shin while seated, you activate the anterior tibialis muscle. This muscle controls foot clearance, reaction timing, and ankle stability. More importantly, it sends rapid feedback to the brain. That feedback allows your body to correct a wobble before it turns into a fall. A 2021 University of Queensland study found that seniors who practice controlled toe lift exercises 3 times per week improved ankle reaction speed by over 30% in just 6 weeks. Not by walking farther, but by retraining the ankle-to-brain connection directly. This is why therapists begin fall prevention programs at the ankle, not higher up. To perform the seated toe pullback correctly, sit on a sturdy chair with your feet flat and hip-width apart. Sit tall, not slouched. Keep your heels firmly on the floor. Slowly pull your toes upward toward your shins as high as comfortable. Hold for 2 to 3 seconds, then slowly lower them back down. That slow return is essential, it keeps the nervous system engaged. Start with 10 to 12 repetitions, 1 to 2 sets. Move with intention. Precision matters more than speed. Avoid common mistakes. Don't lift your heels. Don't jerk the movement. Don't rush the hold, and don't hold your breath. Your brain needs time to process the signal for this exercise to work. Now, important context. This exercise doesn't fix balance by itself. It wakes up the ankle system and sharpens reaction timing. But reaction alone isn't enough. Most balance losses happen when body weight shifts suddenly and must be controlled immediately. That's why doctors never rely on just one drill. This exercise prepares the signal. The next trains speed. And the final one protects independence. That brings us to exercise number 2, ankle reaction taps. This movement trains something walking almost completely ignores: how fast your ankles respond when balance is challenged unexpectedly. After 60, balance usually doesn't fail because legs are weak. It fails because the response arrives too late. Here's what most seniors are never told. When balance starts to slip, the ankles are the first responders. They detect the shift, alert the brain, and attempt correction. If that signal is delayed even slightly, recovery never happens. Walking is rhythmic and predictable. Real life isn't. A 2019 University of Michigan study found delayed ankle response time to be a stronger predictor of falls than leg strength or walking endurance. People didn't fall because they couldn't move, they fell because their ankles reacted too slowly. Ankle reaction taps train fast activation with control. Sit tall in a chair, feet flat. Lift one foot slightly and gently tap the toes down and lift again, tap, lift, for 10 to 15 seconds. Switch sides. Start with 2 to 3 rounds per foot. Stay relaxed. Control matters more than speed. Walking never trains this. Real life demands it. A 2020 King's College London study showed that poor ankle holding endurance was one of the strongest predictors of serious falls. Not walking distance, holding control. The chair-supported heel raise hold trains exactly that. Stand behind a chair, lightly holding it for safety. Feet hip-width apart. Slowly rise onto the balls of your feet and hold for 10 to 20 seconds. Lower slowly. Start with 2 to 3 holds. This trains awareness, reaction, and control, the 3 layers that keep you upright when there's no step to save you. You don't need long workouts. Just 5 minutes a day with these 3 chair-based exercises can dramatically improve ankle reliability after 60. If this video helped you, like, subscribe, and tell us where you're watching from. Click the next video on your screen to keep building steady, confident movement, before fear takes over. Thank you for watching.